On to race number 7, got some first starters lining up here with overseas form. It is the Hong Kong Elite Athletes Cup, and Be Ready at the top has the visor off and is on the class drop. One of those overseas runners is a beauty champ, was Mr. Wendell for Gear Lions, won twice over 1400 and once over 1600 in Ireland, even though he's French bred. Fabulosio is another first starter. This is one that Tom mentioned. Started life in France, went to Australia, now in Hong Kong, was trained by Team Hawks, won over 1600 at Lyon, did Fabulosio. Further down, we've got Solid Impact up to the 1400. Lewis has the cross nose band off, and Nearly Fine returns to Class 3. Nothing new has his third start for Douglas White, just his second, Tom, on the Sha Tin turf.
Yeah, and the speed in this race comes from Mercurial from barrier number 11. If he gets sort of a soft time of things in front, Paul, he might be tough to peg back because he ran pretty well too back with a tough run at Happy Valley.
Yeah, no, he did. And look, be ready, another one can go forward. I thought the newcomer showing some good pace in his trials, Beauty Champ, so he's another possibility. Nearly Fine, that was a good run from him last time. He'll be a lot closer.
And we're going to start with him. Funny you should say that, Nearly Fine. Paul, this is around Happy Valley. Wanted to drift right out wide on the track here, and Kung Fu Master Panda came through the middle and knocked him off. Yeah,
I don't know what sort of form race this is going to be with Kung Fu Master Panda winning, but look, Nearly Fine has still got plenty of upside. He's only had 4 starts here in Hong Kong. He's been now placed a couple of times, and he just sort of it was a little bit green. I think that cost him the race.
Yeah, he wandered off the track, didn't he? And I think there's probably genuine question marks about the form there, because no one expected Kung Fu Master Panda to win over 1650 metres. He's in, just with his good draw, and that was a better effort from him.
Nothing new, Tom. He's been racing around the valley too. Switches to Sha Tin. He and Mercurial come out of this race.
He's had a couple of awful runs recently too. Has Nothing New, was beaten by Romantic Combo 2 starts ago. He probably should have won there, and then he was caught wide towards the rear. He took off at the 1000 last to start. He ended up 4 wide and then got up outside in the end too, was Mercurial. And look, considering all of that, Paul, he actually wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad run, was it, from him? But look, he does do a lot of things wrong, this horse. As you say, he really took a hold that time when he was beaten by Romantic Combo.
He did indeed. Now, here's a first starter, Paul. You're keen on this one, Beauty Champ. 3 trials, they've looked good too. Yeah,
look, and as you say, it was called Mr. Wendell when he was racing over in Ireland. He has won twice over the 1400 metres. This is a starting point here. Danny Schum is pretty good with these first starters. Thought it was a really good trial. That's Carroll Street coming out of this trial, so it's quite a strong trial. And look, I thought he had plenty in hand as well. Joe Moreira aboard. I like him. I've got to put him on top.
His prior 2 trials, one at Happy Valley and also one at Sha Tin. He was ridden by Zach Purton as well. So with Zach out, Joe's been able to pick up the mount here, and he's an interesting newcomer to the race.
Smiling time here, Tom. This was over 1600 metres. His first start on Monday. His first start since June.
Yeah, he's had an interesting profile, this horse. He's had, 5 starts here. He's a South African bred. They threw him in at the deep end in the Classic Cup there. Was beaten a long way. He's had blood in the track here. He was deemed unacceptable last start. Trial was okay, but I'd just be happy to watch.
Yeah, I thought he was niggled a bit towards the end there too, so I'm happy to watch him as well.
You're not happy to watch Beauty Champ though?
No, I'm going to put him on top, Beauty Champ. I know normally it takes a few starts for these European imports to come here, but I think he's settled in really well, this horse, like the trial, so he's on top. I don't think it's an overly strong race. Prime Minister, now he's been running well recently. He'll get back, he'll be running on. Nearly Fine, we saw him last time. Another first start of that Fabuloso. He loves his travelling, this horse. Just about been around the globe, as we said. 2 trials here, 11.68, but the trials haven't been too bad. So 2.10, 13 and 5.
I definitely thought this was one of the trickier races on the program at Sha Tin Monday. 12 Mercurial on the top. If you can get across, dictates, and have a bit left at the end, I think you'd be tough to run down. Nearly Fine makes it in. Beauty Champ and Fabulosio here. Now, of course, came through the Prix de Jockey Club there at Sha Tin. That race was, of course, won by Misriff. Was beaten a long way in that race, just under 8 lengths there. But, of course, the Summit, who races here, was also in that race. He ran second. And I didn't mind his recent couple of trials here. I think he should be relatively fit coming into this. So 12, 13, 2 and 5.
And Tom mentioning what an open race it is. The early favourite Beauty Champ currently at 5.4.